Peppa Pig has become one of the longest-running shows of all time, and with every new episode, there's always a fresh mystery waiting to be uncovered. In today's video, we're diving deep into some of these puzzling moments. One of the most intriguing mysteries revolves around Madame Gazelle. Now, as many of you might know, there's been plenty of speculation among Peppa Pig fans that Madame Gazelle could be a vampire, and believe it or not, there's actually a lot of evidence that supports this theory. But here's the twist, there's something even stranger than Madame Gazelle herself, her house. Every time we get a peek inside, something weird catches our eye. Take one episode, for example, when the pig family visits Madame Gazelle's home. Not only do we see the house leaning to one side, but there's also something on the wall that stands out, a black and white photo of another gazelle, a male. This is most likely Madame Gazelle's husband, but that leads to a bigger question. Where is he? Is he still around? If Madame Gazelle is truly a vampire, wouldn't he be one too? Perhaps after centuries of living with her, he grew tired of their immortal life together and decided to leave for another country. Whatever the case, Madame Gazelle's world is filled with unanswered questions, and the mystery of her husband only adds to the intrigue. Moving on, this one's more of a detail than a full-blown mystery. Why is Peppa so mean? If you've watched the show, you've probably noticed at least once that Peppa can be downright nasty. In fact, some of the worst moments in the series are caused by her. Take the episode The Quarrel, for example. Peppa accuses her best friend, Susie Sheep, someone she's known since they were babies, of cheating at a card game, simply because she was losing. That's pretty harsh, right? It paints a picture of a spoiled, spiteful child, and she doesn't just act this way with strangers, her family gets the brunt of it too, especially poor George. For instance, she once accused him of faking an illness, and even threw a giant snowball at him when he was still a baby. Oh, and let's not forget that time she wouldn't let him play with some of her toys, even though she had so many. These are just a few examples. So the big question is Peppa really this rude, or is it just a rare occurrence? One of the mysteries that really made me stop and think is tied to a photograph we see at Grandpa and Granny Pig's house in the episode where Mummy Pig gives her old computer to her parents. Now, if you didn't know, Granny and Grandpa Pig are actually Mummy Pig's parents, not Daddy Pig's. So, when they walk into Grandpa Pig's office to set up the computer, there's this framed photo sitting on one of the furniture pieces. In the photo, you can see a taller piglet and a smaller piglet. What's interesting is that the photo is in black and white, which suggests it's an old picture, probably from the 80s or early 90s. Could it be a young Mommy Pig with her younger brother, someone we've never met? But wait, here's where it gets really strange. In Daddy Pig's birthday, we spot the exact same photo on Daddy Pig's desk. So, whose photo is this? It can't be Peppa and George, right? And why do both Grandpa Pig and Daddy Pig have it? Seriously, this is one big mystery. And speaking of grandparents, here's a mystery that's been bugging fans for a while. Where exactly are Daddy Pig's parents? Throughout the entire series, not only have we never seen them, but no one has even mentioned them. So, what's going on? Some fans speculate that maybe Mommy and Daddy Pig just don't get along with Daddy Pig's parents, and that's why they never bring them up. But here's the kicker. If that's the case, then wouldn't we have at least heard something about it, especially at Daddy Pig's brother's house? But no, even Daddy Pig's own brother hasn't said a word about their parents. So what's really happening here? What's the mystery behind Daddy Pig's parents? Now, let's talk about us and Peppa Pig. By us, I mean humans, or rather, the absence of them. It's truly odd when you think about it. Only 3 humans have ever appeared on the show: the Queen, Santa Claus, and a pirate. So yes, humans do exist in Peppa's universe, but here's the twist. The animals have completely taken over society and can be found in every country. So, what happened to humans? Were they banished? Or do they live in their own secret country? And if they do, where exactly is it? We've seen places like the USA, the UK, and France, but it's always animals we see living there, never humans. So, where are they hiding? A quick search reveals that Peppa Pig first aired in 2004, which means Peppa has been 4 years old for a whopping 20 years now. But here's the kicker. Peppa has literally stayed 4 years old for 2 whole decades. There are a few theories about this bizarre time loop. One theory suggests that each episode represents a single day, and with over 300 episodes, that would mean nearly a year has passed in Peppa's universe since the show began. But hold on, there's more. If we look closely, we realize there have been 6 Christmases in the series. Since Christmas only comes once a year, that would mean 6 years have passed since Peppa first appeared on our screens. But if that's true, Peppa should be about 10 years old, and George should be 8, which doesn't exactly match what we see. So, are the characters in Peppa Pig trapped in an endless loop, forever stuck at the same age? We've already mentioned how Mr. Fox might just be a thief, and now we've uncovered even more evidence to support that theory. Take a look at the police station's bulletin board. There are several wanted posters of him plastered all over it, and that's not all. In one episode, where the children hold a fair to raise money for the school roof, Mr. Fox takes everything Emily Elephant is trying to sell, without leaving a single penny behind. And if that wasn't enough, he almost stole Grandpa Pig's chickens while Peppa and George were staying at their grandparents' house. But here's the kicker. In Peppa and Susie's vision of the future, Freddie, Mr. Fox's son, is shown to become a police officer. It's almost too ironic. But wait, there's more. Another character closely tied to Mr. Fox is just as suspicious. We're talking about Mr. Wolf. It looks like Mr. Wolf might have a wild side, much like Mr. Fox, who loves to steal chickens. It seems Mr. Wolf has his own instincts. For example, when he's alone with Daddy Pig, he keeps mentioning how hungry he is, almost as if he's eyeing Daddy Pig for lunch. And in the episode 3 Bowls of Porridge, we see Mr. Wolf meeting the pig family, claiming he's looking for a place to have lunch. Then, he leaves Grandma's house, which is a pretty clear nod to Little Red Riding Hood, where the big bad wolf famously eats Grandma. Seriously, there's definitely something strange going on with Mr. Wolf. Here's a mystery that's truly strange and kind of funny in its own right. Why does everyone fall when they laugh? Now, we all know Peppa Pig is a children's show designed for younger viewers, though it's enjoyed by fans of all ages. But here's where things get really odd. Whenever something funny happens in the show, without fail, every single character seems to fall to the ground while laughing. So, what's the deal with that? Why do they always tumble over when they find something funny? Could it be that in Peppa's world, animals just can't laugh while standing up? But wait a second. If that were true, then why do we see plenty of scenes where characters are laughing while standing? It just doesn't add up. The big question is, why does everyone always need to fall down for us to know they're laughing? It's a little detail that really makes you wonder about the bizarre world these characters live in. If you're familiar with the Peppa Pig universe, you'll know that the second most common beings in the series are vegetables. And let me tell you, these veggies are a mystery all on their own. But here's where things get even more bizarre. These same vegetables are actually encouraging the kids in the show to eat more vegetables. Now, take a moment to think about that. It's like Daddy and Mommy Pig urging other kids to eat bacon or ham. Imagine how strange and twisted that would be. It's such a bizarre twist that it really makes you stop and think about the odd rules governing Peppa's world. And just like the strange idea of vegetables telling kids to eat more vegetables, there's another bizarre mystery that leaves us scratching our heads. Animals having a barbecue. It gets even stranger and a bit more unsettling when you see a group of herbivores like Mr. Bull and Daddy Pig hosting a barbecue. Now, we all know that barbecues usually involve roasting beef and pork, so what exactly are they grilling? Are they roasting vegetables and eating Mr. Potato's relatives? Either way, whether they're roasting veggies or something else, it's a mystery that really makes you wonder about the strange world of Peppa Pig. So, those were just a few of the strange mysteries we uncovered in the world of Peppa Pig, and with that, the mysteries continue. We'll be back to unravel more in the next video. Don't miss it!